All assembled, I ask you to please stand as you are able for the academic procession and remain standing for the placing of the university mace and the singing of the national anthem. Carrying the gonfalon for the Faculty of Education, Health, and Human Development, Morgan Stedman. And carrying the gonfalon for the Faculty of Global and Community Studies, Christina Carrick.
true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated.
Welcome to everyone gathered for the Capilano University 2024 Spring Convocation ceremonies. I'm Lisa Baer, Minister of Post-Secondary Education and Future Skills, and I'd like to acknowledge that I'm speaking from the territory of the Lekwungen peoples, also known as the Esquimalt and the Songhees First Nations. On behalf of Premier David Eby and the Government of British Columbia, I'm honored to recognize this important milestone for the graduates of Capilano University. Through late-night study sessions, challenging assignments, and moments of doubt, you've shown resilience and tenacity, emerging as future leaders in your fields. Behind many graduates stands a pillar of unwavering support from family and friends whose continuous encouragement has been a guiding light throughout a fulfilling academic journey. And to the faculty and staff, your dedication, passion, and commitment to excellence have paved the way for student success. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates of Capilano University. This is an incredible accomplishment. You should be very proud of the work you've done to get here. May your future be filled with endless opportunities, success, and fulfillment in your professional careers. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Welcome.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, distinguished platform guests, members of faculty and staff, graduands, and assembled guests. My name is Laureen Stiles. I serve the university in the role of Vice President, Academic and Provost, and I'm honored to be your MC today. A very warm welcome to Capilano University for this special time of recognition and celebration. I declare open the 2024 Convocation of Capilano University, duly assembled for the third of 5 ceremonies, where we are granting credentials and ceremonials of the university. Before proceeding, a quick request to check your phone or your gadget to make sure it's on silent. That would be appreciated. And I also want to warmly welcome those of you who are joining us live stream, far and wide, family and friends, that are not able to be here in person. Capilano University is named after Chief Joe Capilano, an important leader of the Squamish Nation of the Coast Salish peoples. We acknowledge that our campuses sit on the unceded ancestral territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Sechelt nations. And we're also honored to be in a long relationship with the Lillooet Nation, where we offer programming in their Tazil Learning Center. At this time, I would like to call upon Elder Christine to come and share a welcome.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ia. My English name is Christine Leo, named after my mother's mother, Christine Ross. I'm from the Lillooet Nation, also known as Mount Currie, which is just 100 miles north of Vancouver here, past Whistler Mountain. I'm very honored to be here to welcome you to this celebration. And I want to make some special mention to people from my nation. Isabel is graduating this year. She's in the front row here. Isabel Stager and her family. And I'm very happy to see my former colleagues from Lilwat Nation, Isabel's grandmothers, Verna Stager, Cheryl Peters, and her family. And I'd also like to acknowledge the other elders from CAPU other than myself. There's Latash Nahaney from Squamish Nation, and I understand he's receiving an honorary doctorate degree this afternoon. I'll be in the audience for that one. His wife, Delia Nahaney, Nishka and Squamish. Rose Nahaney, Squamish. Sabi Thompson, Métis. And Robert Joe, Seashelt. Those are all the elders, and we work out of the Indigenous Student Center, providing support to Indigenous students here at CAPU. And I wanted to state that, can someone tell me when CAPU opened? When was the first year this site was? 1968. So I went to CAPU in the early years, before the campus was built. And my classes were at Westview Secondary, the church up on the highway, and Carson Graham. So my first year at CAPU was all over North Vancouver, so that was quite the thing. We're here to celebrate you graduates for all the hard work that you've put into to get to this day. And appreciating all the support that you have from your loved ones and your families and the faculty of CAPU here. We're all supporting you and we're all celebrating you today. The world is open to you. Hopefully you'll be able to go back into your communities and work for your communities, or do whatever it is that you have to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder Christine, for your warm words. So now please allow me to introduce the distinguished members of our platform party, who I will ask to raise their hand when their name is called. Donna Perry, Instructor, School of Kinesiology. Susan Summers, Instructor, Music Therapy. Dr. Susan Baines, Instructor, Music Therapy. Diana Twist, Coordinator, School of Access and Academic Preparation. Julia Black, Coordinator, School of Education and Childhood Studies. Dr. Christina Nigel, University Librarian. Manpreet Kaur, Capilano University Union Vice President External. Dr. Chris Botterill, Assistant Vice President International. Tally Baines, Vice President Finance and Administration. Carrie Wharton, Vice President University Relations. Torrin Saviard, Vice President Strategic Planning, Assessment and Institutional Effectiveness. Matthew Smith, Capilano University Alumni Association Board Chair. Sonali Ratnawira, Student Speaker, Bachelor of Early Childhood Care and Education. Lisa Wolverton, Honorary Degree Recipient. Sue Dritmanis, Vice Chair of Senate, Instructor, School of Communication. Brad Martin, Dean, Faculty of Education, Health and Human Services. Dr. Natasha Murek-Subotic, Dean, Faculty of Global and Community Studies. Kyle Vornin, Registrar. Paul Dangerfield, President and Vice Chancellor. And Yuri Fulmer, Chancellor. This year, it gives me great pleasure to pay tribute to a member of the Capilano faculty, an extraordinary teacher and mentor, who has been granted the title of Faculty Emeritus posthumous, a designation reserved for faculty who have demonstrated outstanding service to the university. Nancy McMaster was an accredited music therapist and a fellow of the Association of Music and Imaginary. She was a Canadian music therapy pioneer. Together with Carolyn Kenny in 1976, she co-founded Canada's first music therapy training program at Capilano University, 1976. Nancy's worked tirelessly to promote the program and the profession until she retired in July 2022. During her time at the university, she saw the department evolve from a 2-year diploma to a bachelor's degree in 1990, marking Capilano University's first degree offering. Nancy's clinical expertise was eclectic, including the Nordhoff Robin Institute, fellowship with the Association for Music and Imagery, and graduate studies in music therapy at NYU. Nancy was invited to present locally and abroad and contributed to several international music therapy publications. In addition to teaching, she worked with youth and adults in private practice for over 45 years. As a founding director and board member of the Music Therapy Association of British Columbia, and while sitting on several national committees with the Canadian Association of Music Therapists, Nancy was instrumental in establishing national undergraduate curriculum standards in the early years of the organization. Beyond academics, she was a musician who played and recorded music and was a member of several choral assemblies in her community. May I now ask nominator Stephen Williams to come forward to receive this recognition on behalf of Nancy McMaster.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who did have the opportunity to know Nancy, she truly was a remarkable woman, faculty, just an incredible person who had such an impact, not just on Capilano University, but on Canada, the province, and we all will dearly miss her, but this is wonderful, and thank you very much, Stephen, for nominating her for this really important award. So, graduates of the Faculty of Education, Health and Human Development, and of Global and Community Studies, honored guests, friends, faculty, and colleagues of Capilano University, welcome to our 2024 Convocation ceremony. On behalf of the entire university community, I am happy to extend my congratulations to each and every one of you. As we celebrate all the life-enhancing experiences you've had here at CapU, let's acknowledge the countless hours of hard work, dedication, and perseverance that have brought you to this moment now. In reflecting on your accomplishments and the lives you are going to lead and the communities you're going to change moving forward, I am reminded by a simple yet profound principle. Choose your hard. Simply put, just because something is too hard does not mean you shouldn't do it and does not mean you should postpone it. It's a phrase that has been playing in my mind since I announced that the 2024-25 academic year, this year coming up, will be my last as president here at Capilano University. My decision was made after a great deal of thought and reflection with my family. It was, in fact, one of my daughters who said to me, "You can always continue to do what is easy, what is comfortable, what you are used to, or you can take a leap and try to do something different. Now, friends, don't get me wrong. My years here at CapU have, without a doubt, been the most rewarding of my career. And I'm very inspired by all that we have achieved during this time. At the core of everything that we do and everything that we have done has been imagination, community, a distinct university experience, and health and well-being. And while I'm excited about the things to come at CapU, the hard things that are about to come, things like getting ready for a new campus in Squamish, welcoming a 24/7 campus when we open the new housing on campus next year, and when we begin next year with the work that we're doing around master's programs. Yes, I said that, delivering master's programs. So for me, it's time to consider my next hard. And just as CapU came into its own, maturing from its humble beginnings as a great little college in the forest to an ever-growing university committed to cultivating life-enhancing experiences in a diverse and inclusive environment, you too have come into your own, becoming part of really what makes CapU exceptional. Each of you, in your own way, has chosen your hard. Each of you has faced your own set of challenges, celebrated your triumphs, and battled through your own moments of doubt along the way. And while I realize sometimes hard is not a matter of choice, it's just hard, and you may find yourself caught between a rock and a hard place, I hope that life's obstacles and uncertainties won't stop you from seeing the opportunities and the moments of joy that come from diversity. The choices we all make, both big and small, will change and shape the trajectory of our lives and the communities that we serve. And often the most rewarding paths are the ones that require us to embrace discomfort, and uncertainty are the ones that cause us to grow. So I urge you to be open to the opportunities that lie ahead, embrace the unknown with courage, curiosity, knowing that it is through stepping outside of our comfort zones that we truly discover who we are and what we can achieve. In the words of improv comedy, let's approach life with a yes and mentality rather than a no but mindset. Say yes to new experiences, say yes to new challenges, and say yes to new possibilities. And when faced with that moment of uncertainty, respond and using it as a catalyst for deeper inquiry, critical thinking, and opportunities to connect with each other and to better serve our communities. By embracing the hard, the complex, and the ambiguous, we expand the boundaries of knowledge and the ways in which we can address society's most critical issues. So, as you step out into the world as graduates from the Faculty of Education, Health and Human Development, and Global and Community Studies, remember that the journey ahead may be challenging, but it is also filled with endless opportunities for growth and for discovery. Opportunities for you to tell your story. The world awaits your contributions, your creativity, and your unique perspectives. From this day forward, whatever path you choose, whatever hard comes your way, and whatever yes and you pursue, you will always be part of Capilano University family. You are CapU alumni. Congratulations, everyone. Oseam, I raise my hands. Well done. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our honorary degree recipient. The honorary doctorate degree is the highest form of recognition granted by Capilano University and acknowledges those who have made substantial contributions to society at the provincial, national, and international levels. Lisa Wolverton is one of 3 owners of Pacific Investment Corporation, a family-owned real estate holdings and investment firm holding multiple governance roles within the company. She also leads the family's private foundation, the Wolverton Foundation, which is headquartered here in Vancouver. It is a foundation dedicated to elevating exposure to the arts and facilitating artistic programs for children who would otherwise be excluded from these opportunities. Notably, it has housed the Sarah McLachlan School of Music, its primary grantee partner, for over a decade now. Beyond her family business, Lisa does so much more. She serves as the president for Forward Global Canada, overseeing Canada's membership development for its parent organization, Forward Global. This global community of over 400 philanthropic funders is dedicated to addressing today's challenges through education, community engagement, and actionable initiatives. Lisa also contributes to various boards and councils. She sits on the board of the directors for the Fuller Project, a global newsroom focused on catalyzing positive change for women. She was a member of the Council of Advocates for the Freedom Fund, striving to eradicate slavery and exploitation worldwide, and was also involved with the President's Council for International Crisis Groups. An passionate advocate for youth, Lisa serves on the board of directors for UNICEF Canada, Family Services of the North, and the Family Services of the North Shore, and mentored for the Lorraine Scholarship Foundation of Canada. Hard to keep track of all of those things. My goodness. With roots here on the North Shore, Lisa is an admired philanthropist and respected leader where Capilano's University's campuses are located. Chancellor Fulmer, I am very pleased to present to you Lisa Wolverton to receive the distinction of an honorary doctorate degree.
Lisa Wolverton, by the authority granted to me by the Government of the Province of British Columbia and the Senate of Capilano University, I hereby admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. President Dangerfield, will you please present Dr. Wolverton with her hood?
Thank you, Chancellor Fulmer and President Dangerfield, for this honor. I am profoundly grateful. Good morning, distinguished guests, faculty, and the many friends and family members here to support the hardworking and accomplished class of 2024. I stand here before you on the unceded and unsurrendered territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations, and I am very grateful to be able to live and work and play on this land. And I stand here humbled, remembering the fear and trepidation that accompanied me as I took the first steps on my life journey as a newly minted graduate filled with dreams, passion, and potential. Your experience at the faculties of Education, Health, and Human Development and Global and Community Studies has prepared you to embrace a life of caring, helping, and creativity. You want to make the world a better place. At its core, living life is an act of originality. To create ourselves, we must be open to new places, people, ideas, and opinions. We must step away from convention. We must see our world from different angles. We must do things that challenge us. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you stop to look fear in the face." Her straightforward advice: you must do the thing you think you cannot do. It's counterintuitive, so let me say it again. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Simply put, that means taking risks. As children, our imaginations run wild. We try new things, blissfully unaware of the consequences. We don't even comprehend risk. But with every year, as we learn more about the world, it becomes easier for fear to take hold. We have more to lose. So we weigh the pros and the cons, and more often than not, we err on the side of the safe thing, the known thing. I grew up here in Vancouver, a place where families tend to stay generation after generation, where picking up and moving to New York City is the stuff of novels and rom-coms. But I took a risk and decided to chase my dream of studying business in New York. Stepping out of one's comfort zone isn't easy. A one-room apartment, a paycheck that wouldn't stretch far enough, American English as a foreign language. Pro tip, it's a slice, not a piece of pizza in New York City. As life went on, each path I took seemed to lead me in vastly different directions. I endured a short stint in the marketing department at Ralph Lauren. A one-off meeting landed me a better position in the music industry, and I worked with Grammy Award-winning musicians. A few years later, another opportunity found me again hauling my life across the continent to work in San Francisco for Bill Graham, one of the icon producers of the 70s rock era. I did not meet success at every turn. Sometimes I had to roll with the new reality as my best laid plans fell apart. I tried some things that just didn't work. And we all have our hits and misses. Not even JT Miller from the Canucks makes every shot. I don't think I realized then what I had accomplished by pushing through life's lumps. But I now know that those early experiences primed me to be less risk-averse as I grew older and I had more to lose. It was precisely at this time of change and challenge that I found my life's work. I made my first steps into the not-for-profit world as a volunteer after living in multiple countries and raising 3 children. After working at the community level, I was launched into the world of international development with UNICEF Canada. Over the next 20 years, I became a fundraiser, a campaigner, a philanthropist, and a board member, and I began to understand risk in a new way. The people investing in international development projects took risks with their money, with their time, and with their lives to test promising ideas not yet proven, but that just might solve the world's most vexing and systemic problems, problems such as climate change, global health, or building healthy democracies. In northern Namibia, I saw firsthand the power of a $150,000 investment. That sum of money paid for tents, torches, medical kits, and frontline training for local care workers. The program brought basic health services to nomadic communities scattered across the vast countryside. That philanthropic risk capital, that test the theory money, demonstrated that the program would work and led to millions of dollars invested by the Namibian government to bring the project to 14 regions across the country. That's not to say we shouldn't do our homework, lots of it, before taking a risk. A gamble puts something in jeopardy. A calculated risk puts something to work. When we founded our family foundation, we wanted to ensure that musical opportunities are within reach of all youth, regardless of circumstances or means. In our first encounter with the Sarah McLachlan School of Music, we saw a vast horizon of promise. At the time, it was serving 75 youth in the basement of a church. We knew it needed to be bigger, to bring opportunities for music and performance to more youth. We did our homework, we took a deep breath, and we invested in an organization, its leadership, and its vision, committing to over a decade of support. We took a risk, and it paid off. Working in partnership with the school, we have provided a permanent building which now serves 1,000 students in Vancouver alone. The school has expanded to Edmonton and Surrey, and possibly one day may spread all across Canada. And each day, every child who walks through the doors of that school must push aside the seemingly insurmountable challenges of their daily lives to take a giant leap of faith. They face their fears, they put themselves out there into the world of music and performance to achieve success on their own terms, and they thrive. In the world of philanthropy, we talk about the 4 T's: time, talent, treasure, and ties, as the means we harness to change the world. Right now, you may not have the treasure or the ties, but you surely have the time and the talent. And you also have the gift of a fresh outlook and the readiness to generate and receive new ideas. It's this change the world mentality, this sense that all things are possible, that you want to retain through every season of your life. So, class of 2024, I ask you to challenge yourself to live the life worthy of your talent, your passion, your potential, and your dreams. Take the risk to raise your hand when a leader is needed. Take the risk to accept the job you fear you're not quite qualified for. Take the risk to start that company or found that charity. Put forward that crazy idea that might not work, or maybe it will. Take the risk to follow your passion. Say yes. Say I can. Say I'll figure it out. This is your time. When you go out into the world, you carry new energy. The energy, the passion, and the power to make things happen, to lean in, to influence, and to change the world for the better. Go out into the world, class of 2024, and do the things you think you cannot do. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wolverton. Try that out for the first time. Graduands, once this ceremony is complete, you will be a member of the Capilano Union Alumni Association. Here to welcome you is Matthew Smith from the CUAA.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the board chair of the Capilano University Alumni Association, I'm so honored to stand here today before the class of 2004. I really want to congratulate you, extend a warm welcome as you join our alumni community. You now belong to a global network of over 100,000 alumni spread across the world. And these are some extraordinary alumni that you're joining. We're all connected through our Capilano University experience. As a graduate of Capilano University myself, I understand all of the hard work, dedication, and perseverance it took each and every one of you to get here today. Not only are you juggling the hard work of classes and the stress of the high cost of living in Vancouver, many of you have full-time and part-time jobs as well. So on behalf of those 100,000 alumni across the world, I want to tell you, we're very, very proud of you for making it here today. Can we give a quick round of applause to these graduates? When reflecting on today's occasion, a quote came up. It was by Harrison Ford at a recent climate change conference. He says, "There's a new force of nature at hand stirring all over the world. They are young people whom frankly we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, and who are capable of making a significant difference. They are a moral army, and the most important thing that we can do for them is to get out of their way." Never did we imagine that I'd be in front of my alma mater quoting Indiana Jones, but we are here today. When we hear this quote, the sentiment that particularly resonates with me is that each generation of alumni are standing on each other's shoulders. We're building a place we'll always call home, that nurtures and grows our next generation of future leaders here at Capilano University. We're promoting a spirit of support, something I can feel and see in this very room amongst each and every one of us today. During your time at Capilano University, you've been encouraged to think outside of the box. You've been encouraged to challenge the status quo and to find new and innovative solutions. Never lose sight of this when you go out into the world today. You are the next generation of thought leaders, the next generation of innovators and creators. A question to reflect on as you leave here today is, how will your experience at Capilano University shape the journey of those who follow behind you? In today's world, the intention to embrace and help others succeed is more important than ever, and understand that your fellow alumni are here to support you on your journey. I encourage you to search for someone who needs help around you as well, within your circle and within your community. It is this intention and compassion that will enable you to face the world's challenges and find ways to help you navigate to exactly where you want to be in life. And so, as you move on to the next stage of your journey, I want you to know that your fellow alumni are here to support you. Please reach out to us. Through the Capilano University Alumni Association, we exist to support you with opportunities, lifelong opportunities, benefits. We also have our Perks app, which you should definitely check out after this. We can help you with cell phone plans and insurance, and we have discounts for you in many areas to help you moving forward as you move out on your own. We encourage you to really stay in touch with us and to explore what your University Alumni Association has to offer, because we are here to help, and we are here to help guide you as well. Once again, congratulations on this momentous occasion, and welcome to the Capilano University Alumni Association. And now I have the great honor. Every year at Convocation, the university invites a graduate to address their fellow students. I believe I'm introducing the Valedictorian today, Sonali Ratnawira, sorry, I apologize. I tried to get that right. You're graduating today with your Bachelor of Early Childhood Care and Education. Would you please join me in welcoming Sonali to the stage?
Thank you, Matthew. Excellent pronunciation. Good morning, honorary guests, faculty, friends, families, and my fellow graduates. This morning, I could not possibly cover or grasp every graduate's story, but what I will speak to is that there are multiple. A key component in all of our stories is the support systems that we leaned on, which hold a significant place in each graduate's journey. That being said, faculty, staff, and our biggest cheerleaders, our families, friends, and loved ones. To you, we say thank you and congratulations. Each of you are pivotal to the success of our degree. Awesome. I would now like to take a moment and zoom in to our morning commute today. Some of you might have planned to drive up from your place in Lonsdale Quay, while others plan to take the train and the 2:45 bus, or you may have planned to cycle all the way up the hill to get to the stage. Don't recommend the last one today unless you don't mind being a bit stinky. Well, that's okay. What we do not intend to plan for, but unfortunately encounter intermittently, are the accidents on ironworkers, the buses being full, and even a flat tire. What these challenges have in common is our need to persevere through unexpected potholes throughout the way. Perhaps it's the big picture of one day working in our dream fields with our Starbucks iced lattes that motivates most of us to make it to that 5 p.m. class at rush hour and really push us to care at times of frustration. For others, remembering the money that left their bank account from tuition fees is enough motivation to make sacrifices to attend. But seriously, broken plans that are challenges to what is established as normal are unavoidable and need to be faced in the moment. So, what drives our passion for the fields of education, healthcare, hospitality, tourism is facing uncertainty head first and responding. If you ask me, the common denominator of these fields is carrying compassion for others. Throughout our time at Capilano, we read, researched, and completed assignments, and along the way, we may have ran into some sneaky little machine that spits out all the answers for our paper that's due at 11:59 p.m. and can be oh so tempting, maybe by the name of ChatGPT. However, what AI has not mastered yet is teaching us how to respond to complex beings with empathy. Children, clients, customers, patients, families, tour groups that we will encounter throughout our future careers cannot be generalized and require the effort of building relationships to begin to see multiple pages to an individual's story. What CapU has shown us is foundations in developing our own learning styles and university skills, such as writing, note-taking, acing those lab tests, collaborating in sometimes dreaded group assignments, documenting, and most importantly, attuning to multiple ways to listen to others. It is the opportunities, such as networking in our fields and experiences in clinics, classrooms, and traveling abroad, that widens our scope and welcomes hands-on learning. As up-and-coming leaders in our workforce, we must, believe it or not, listen to others. A simple story that is perceived as singular is deadly. According to Chimamanda Adichie, quote, "The single story creates stereotypes, and the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but they are incomplete. They make one story become the only story," end quote. Capilano University situates diversity and inclusion, and this comes across from each and every student that gathers with their own entangled stories that are embedded with uncertainties and will walk alongside us on our future endeavors. Finally, graduates of 2024 from the Faculty of Education, Health, and Human Development, and the Faculty of Global and Community Studies. Our time at Capilano has been a true blessing. We have come to a shared space where we grew together, laughed together, cried together, continue to learn together, and today, in this moment, we celebrate together. Cheers. Thanks, everyone.
Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? What do you know? In front of me now is an open door. I'm moving ahead, not sure of the way, and yet there's a light that I'm heading for. It's closer than ever, closer than ever, closer and closer and closer and closer and
Fresh out of bed, your life is out tracing you. They're dead ahead, another one's facing you. Seems like at times they're practically chasing you. Everywhere another door.
One day the doors are locked and you're sick of them. Next day they're yours and you have your pick of them. Finding the proper key, that's the trick of them. Every day's another door.
Doors to a place that no one knows.
Doors that are openings, doors that close.
Doors that you pass through every day.
Turn into doors that bar the way. Doors to keep out the chill of night. Doors to keep secrets locked up tight. Just when you have things set, when it's all in place, when your life is good, there's another. Doorways are good, they can be enlightening. Doorways can change you, which isn't frightening. So tell me why my stomach is tightening, looking at another door. A door.
Everyone is that can be verified. Moving outside the air can be verified. I want to go, but why am I terrified? Looking at another door.
What's on the other side? Guess what? Something I want and haven't got. Over the threshold, there's my shot. Will I go in there? I will not. Maybe a brand new job awaits. 20 or 30 different fates. I'll be in charge at last, get my life in shape. And when all that ends, there's another what lies ahead as I'm going to graduate? All of the jobs that I'm going to generate. Sometimes I'm scared and sometimes I hesitate, looking at that wall of doors. Or would you give to see what is hiding there? All kinds of people just go inciting there. What kind of secret lies are residing there? Lining up behind those doors.
What's going on inside a merge?
Classes and plays and good research.
Over and further music plays.
Downstairs the drum beat really slays. Bosa is new, the films are great. My future's ahead, I just can't wait. What would you give to buy some electric? I never let you spy on what's behind those people you never met, who are not like you, who are just like you, or behind us. Just when you have things set, when your life is good, when it's all in place, there's another door. Every day another door.
On behalf of Capilano University, it is now my privilege to introduce Chancellor Yuri Fulmer to address the graduates.
Good morning, friends. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge Elder Christine and thank her very much for her warm welcome. As a settler, I've been as guilty as any of using the term unceded to describe the lands upon which we assemble today. And unceded is really a very pretty word that should be substituted with stolen. We assemble on lands that were stolen from Indigenous people. And yet, despite that, Elder Christine welcomes us here with an open heart and a kind soul. And to you, I raise my hands. Thank you. Please. I'm actually going to ask for your indulgence today for a quick moment. My mum's in the audience today. And yes, even chancellors have mums. And some of you may or may not know, but when I was 19, I made the decision that I would do differently, which is I dropped out of university. So my mother has waited 31 years to see me stand on a university stage. And she has, like all of you who have family in the audience or family watching at home, my mum has been my biggest champion my whole life. So a big shout out. She's in the front row there. Thank you for indulging me that. Esteemed guests, faculty, graduates, today marks a remarkable milestone, symbolizing years of dedication, hard work, and unwavering determination. To you, the graduates, this moment signifies not just the conclusion of your time at Capilano University, but the commencement of a journey brimming with boundless opportunities. Your accomplishments stand as testament to your resilience and your unwavering commitment, and today we celebrate you wholeheartedly. As you step into this next chapter, I want to share with you two stories today. Both stories contain at their core a deep tragedy. So I'd like to preface these stories with a warning that they talk about difficult subjects. Subjects that I acknowledge might be difficult for some of you, and indeed for others it may in fact be triggering. I share these stories as important examples of the power of kindness and grace, where you can have a tremendous impact in your lives. While I would like to acknowledge the sorrow indeed in each story, I hope that you're able to hear the lesson in each, and that you can place these ideas in your heart as you begin the next phase of your life's journey. The Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco has a long and tragic history. It was built in 1937, and since that date, more than 1,300 people have died by suicide by jumping from it. Every one of those lives lost is without a doubt a terrible tragedy. In the early 2000s, a New Yorker living in San Francisco failed to report to work one day, and then failed to report the next day, and didn't come to work the day after. And so his colleagues were very worried about him and eventually phoned the police, and the police went to his apartment and, hearing no response, knocked down the door. And inside they found a note, and the note read this: "I'm going to walk to the bridge. If at least one person smiles at me on the way, I will not jump." The man had indeed by that point taken his own life. His apartment was 8 full miles from the Golden Gate Bridge, and police estimate he would have passed between 4,000 and 5,000 people on his journey. Studies now show us that intervention, in fact, could have been a pivotal factor. 515 people who had been restrained from jumping from the Golden Gate Bridge were followed, and 26 years later, 93% of them were either alive or had died of natural causes. Wonderful lives were saved, and destinies were changed by the intervention of strangers. When she won the Nobel Peace Prize, Mother Teresa told us that we can do no great things, just small things with great love. Indeed, a smile can change a life. A smile can save a life. Now the second story. Going back to my somewhat brief time at university, albeit, I had a good friend who battled with addiction, sadly. And over time, he started living on the streets of the downtown East Side, stealing and doing the unspeakable things that people do to support a tough drug habit. Fortunately, with a combination of love, support, and his own commitment, resolve, and resilience, He had a second chance and did overcome his demons and in fact cleaned himself up. And as a result of cleaning himself up, he decided to commit a portion of his life to helping other people who were in a similar position to him. And he started counseling and working as a counselor on the downtown east side. As part of this work, he met another young man who was not much younger than himself and in the same state he had been in, living on the street, doing unspeakable things, health deteriorating. Each week as this boy deteriorated, my friend feared that the time left was short. In a last attempt to save his life and turn his trajectory around, he took him out to breakfast in a diner on the downtown east side and spent 3 hours trying to convince him to reconcile with his family, get the help that he needed, and build a better life for himself. Towards the end of the 3 hours, my friend realized he probably hadn't got through to him, and that in fact his mission for the day had failed. And sure enough, a week later, he heard the boy died. 15 years later, my friend had moved on from his role as a counselor and is now a motivational speaker and speaks to Canada's largest companies. And in fact, he was making a presentation to the national executive team of one of the country's largest banks on the 36th floor of that bank's building in Vancouver. And as he finished his presentation and started to pack up his things, a man came up to him and he said, "I know you. I recognize your voice, and I've been looking for you." And my friend said, "I'm really sorry. I make a lot of presentations in the year, and I just don't recognize you. My bad. Can you tell me who you are?" And the young man continued. He said, "Don't you remember about 15 years ago? You sat in a diner down there," and he pointed out the window, "on the downtown east side, and you spent 3 hours trying to tell a young addict to change his life, to change his fate." "Yes," my friend said. "I remember that well, but you couldn't be that boy. That boy died." "No," the young man said, "I wasn't that boy, but I was sitting at the next table and I was equally at the end of my rope. I was addicted, and your words caused me to go home and change my life. You didn't know I heard you, but I heard you indeed. And today I'm a vice president at this bank." The world in which we live together, my friends, is just not getting kinder. Divisiveness is real, and we're in a crisis of existentialism, which has created radicalization and hatred. People around you are feeling wounded, and they're feeling betrayed. But a minor act, done with conviction, backed by great love, can sometimes appear in places you least expect. For most of us, we won't even realize the impact that comes from the small things we have done. So I ask you, as you step into that world tomorrow, the world that isn't kind, to take with you the message of grace. Grace is a powerful concept. Grace can be interchanged with giving somebody a chance, giving somebody time, giving somebody the ability to make mistakes without punishment. Grace is forgiveness. Grace is the belief that an error in the moment is not an error of somebody's character. Grace is the undeserved or unearned favor. It's kindness for kindness' sake. A simple act of grace and the belief in its impact can spark the change we need in the world. I paraphrase Elizabeth Barrett Browning, who said, "All the heroes are essentially people. Therefore, all people are possible heroes." I like that. It means there's a hero in all of us. I challenge all of you to rise to the occasion. Be the hero you're capable of being. Live a life filled with grace and compassion. In conclusion, I want to leave you with a blessing, and I offer this blessing in recognition and with the deepest respect to all of the faiths and beliefs represented in this room. As you continue in your life's journey, may you walk bravely and fearlessly. May your walk be long and rewarding. May your Creator walk with you. May His peace be in your mind. May her love be in your heart. Congratulations, my friends. Thank you. Now we get to the good bit. I'm the only thing now standing between you and your degrees. I know this is a nerve-wracking moment, so if you'd indulge me just for a second. I know that you're probably thinking, what happens if I trip falling up on the stage? What happens if President Dangerfield's hands are clammy when I shake his hand? What if Chancellor Fulmer's hands are clammy? What if, I don't know where to go, where to stand? And that's going to distract you from enjoying this moment. So I'm going to be your mother for just one moment and say, when you come up here and stand straight. Look out into the audience and find the people who love you and are here for you, whether they're in the room, whether they're online. And if you feel a bit alone today, trust that the entire Capilano family is here with you. If you trip and fall, we will pick you up. We have done it before. President Dangerfield's hands are not, in fact, clammy, I checked. Mine may be, but oh well, you'll get over it. You deserve to be on this stage. You have earned the right to be on this stage. You belong up here. This is your moment. Please enjoy it. Okay? And now to the families and friends in the room, this is often the time where a middle-aged white guy peers over his glasses and looks at you and tells you the rules of how you'll applaud and when you'll applaud and why. This is not that kind of university. When you see somebody walk across the stage, whether you know them, don't know them really well, I encourage you to hoot, holler, applaud. If you need to stand on your chairs and wave your shirts in the air, that is what you should do. Okay? Do we have our marching orders? We're good? Great. Okay, now I get to read this little bit of legalese, and at the end of it, you will have all graduated. So let me be the first to say a big congratulations, and let's go. It is now my great honor to confer the credentials earned by our graduates. I am assured that the candidates to be presented to you today, and those in absentia, have fulfilled all the requirements for their respective credentials, and the Senate has requested that I confer upon each the credential which they have earned. By the authority granted to me by the government of the province of British Columbia and the Senate of Capilano University, I admit you and those in absentia to the credentials to which you are entitled, with their inherent rights and privileges, and the responsibility and loyalty which they imply. Well done.
Thank you so much, Chancellor Fulmer. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. We will begin the presentation of graduands. At Capilano University, the Dean's Award of Excellence is presented to graduates who have achieved outstanding merit in their program. These graduands will be identified as they cross the stage to receive their award from their dean. I would also like to present Dean Martin, Faculty, Education, Health, and Human Development, and Dean Murek Sobotek, Faculty, Global and Community Studies, who will congratulate their graduands.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Stephen Williams, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Bachelor of Music Therapy program. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Tanya Robluski, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Healthcare Assistant Certificate Program. I now present the graduates of the Education Assistant Certificate Program. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Tracy Dignam, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Rehabilitation Assistant Diploma Program.
Dominic Boyle. Ramanpreet Kaur. Mia Kasich. Jeffrey Chan. Caitlin Slodek. Hannah Tigalar. Zandro Acuna. Michael Ellis.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Dr. Colin Gilker, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Adult Education Provincial Diploma Program.
Rahim Mirzada. Raj Padmanabhan.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Allison Hale, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Discover Employability Certificate Program.
Ali Baptista. Francisco Hayes Fuentes. Aiden Haltman. Isabel Askew. Julien Pelletier Slater. Pierce Baldwin. Serena Situ. Tia Patterson. John Vaccaro. Nicholas Stengard.
I now present the graduates of the Education and Employment Access Certificate Program.
Sarah Patterson. Tanya Paluga. Kavan Kamdar. Vala Gelichkani.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Danielle Wills, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the University One for Indigenous Learners Certificate Program.
Justin Little Mustache.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Elaine Beltran-Salidi, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Early Childhood Care and Education Certificate Program.
Harmanjot Kaur. Shua Ma'a.
I now present the graduates of the Early Childhood Care and Education Diploma Program.
Eugene Kim. Suzuho Hota. Ekta Sharma. Ritu Nera. Shi Qi Wang. Farah Salem. Alicia Quirk. Supicha Barami. Sinzu Lin. T. Mai Chen. Manvir Bahia. Kamalpreet Kaur. Nirpinder Kaur. Patricia Asbun. Robin Preet Sahota. Kulwinder Kaur. Jamie Aranda. Elise Diane Rodriguez. Fatima Rimzia Mohammed Ibrahim. Yi Chan Lydia Yuan. Chuck Yan Young. Yu Tong Shu. Man Yi Fon. Hoi Lam Xiu. Wai Yi Lam. Sophia Duguid. Parneet Kaur. Ravneet Kaur.
I now present the Bachelor of Early Childhood Care and Education program. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Dr. Sylvia Kind, who will congratulate their graduates.
Sonali Ratnawira. Karen Chan. Samantha Mercier. Matea Dolnichar. Christina Davidson. Jiani Tian. Alexandra Fuentes. Alyssa Brianne de Leon. Amanda Zan. Esther Carasenti. Dean's Award, Ashley Barbera. Lynn Abe. Rachel Johnson. Annalise Schwartz. Salima Kara. Wen Xuan Song. Betiel Gebrselassie. Mary Stockwell. Jennifer Lee.
Now presenting the graduates from the Faculty of Global and Community Studies. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Donna Perry, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Kinesiology Diploma Program.
Isabel Stager.
I now present the graduates of the Human Kinetics Diploma Program.
Ricardo Lucio Martins de Castro Filho.
now present the graduates of the Bachelor of Kinesiology program.
Alyssa Cox. Carrie Sham. Mauricio Soriano McKinnon. Anthony Kong. Jamie Hansen. Caleb Pope. Janie Dean. Riley Troyer. Crystal Ann Apilada Mendoza. Michelle Chung. Tia Hashimoto. Dean's Award, Christina Carrick. Dean's Award, Alexandra Grove. Sunam Sihoda. Vanessa Gatto. Marla Curl. Ella Zink. Michaela Watson. Amir Rajwani. Ralph Helasho. Dimuth Warapitia. Dijon Fortaleza. Jeriel La Rosa. Mahyar Hosseini. Stephen Hu. Mahad Naveed. Kirsten Wong. Samantha Albanese. Kayla Dudley. Molly Carpenter. Malika Mozaffari.
I now present the graduates of the Local Government Administration Certificate Program. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Jamie McEwen, who will congratulate their graduates.
Rhonda Nadiak. Ava Yuka.
I now present the graduates of the Outdoor Recreation Management Diploma Program. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Christopher Ladner, who will congratulate their graduates.
Jeremy Askew. Thomas Bohr. Owen Klopfer. Brooklyn Diachuk. Leonard Oka.
I now present the graduates of the Diploma in Tourism Management International. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Tanya Loken, who will congratulate their graduates.
Maise Mayagawa. Anmol Singh Saini. Abril Esquivel Torres. Yasong Zhu. Francesca Padilla Navarro. Tatiana Menges Munoz Hezenje. Sergio Alvarez Lay. Chan Mao. Dilrajpreet Singh Lubane. Man Yu Wang. Ying Shu. Yuri Yamamoto. Nigar Kazimi. Shada Jamshida. Prabkirat Kaur. Itsuki Yokoyama. Natnicha Siriwatana. Talsif.
I now present the graduates of the Tourism Management Cooperative Education Diploma Program. Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Kashif Mardani, who will congratulate their graduates.
Vu Trong. Luis Alejandro Juarez Gaminio. Job Singh.
I now present the graduates of the Bachelor of Tourism Management program.
Shu Yan. Tong Long Win. Sophia Chung. Alexander Sue. Dean's Award, May Kawasaki. Janelle Doblados. Seidel Havalosa. Daniel Pereira. Dean's Award, Brennan Thwaites. Emma McGinnis. Dean's Award, Brianna Spur. Curtis Anderson. Sebastian Leroy. Samuel Bailey. Bailey Gagne Nelson. Mary Thompson. Shi Yao Li. Lei Kain Thi Pham. Nguyen Bao Hui Nguyen. Yuna Nagata. Balreen Kaur Lochap. Jinyang Yang. Su Young. Lin Kam Lee. Mi New Ho. Anna Horst. Angela Marie Imbuido. Tian Hung Hun. Ching Wai Wang. Xu Ting Allison Chen.
Mr. Chancellor, I would like to present to you Cheryl Hurlbut, who will congratulate their graduates. I now present the graduates of the Global Hospitality and Tourism Management Post-Baccalaureate Diploma Program.
Amandeep Kaur. Anika Gupta. Annalise Marquez Trujillo. Anne Moll. Harsimran Kaur. Simranjit Kaur. Jaspreet Kaur Gill. Gurinder Pal Kaur. Navneet Kaur. Anirudh Varma. Shrey Mehra. Gagandeep Sekon. Anurag Chaudhary. Prakash Tagra. Arvind. Anita. Sonakshi Khosla. Yinping Samantha Wu.
Juliana Silva Andrade, Post-Baccalaureate Diploma in Global.
Ifedayo Andrew Ogunbayo.
Gurveer Singh.
Satwinderjeet Singh. Gurupkar Singh. Alwyn Xavier. Vyom Ashish Nanavati. Iresha Prabodhani Boruk Gamage. Maria Madeline Gloriani. Yuvraj Singh. Manpreet Kaur. Kuldeep Kaur Sandhu. Kajal Sharma. Karan Kumar. Harmanpreet Kaur. Navneet Kaur. Saurav. Amit. Prishita Mirchandani. Art Makwam. Harsimrat Guman. Dishan Kurathore. Ashwarya Pillai.
Graduates, I'm now going to ask you to please rise. It's a long-standing tradition that after receiving your post-secondary credential, that your tassel is moved to the opposite side of your cap. This signifies the final completion of your credentials. So graduates, please move your tassels, and I now present the class of 2024.
Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Everything's coming up aces, aces. If it's a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. I said, hey, look, Ma, I made it. Friends are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies. And they celebrate my medals, or they want to take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers.
You can now be seated. Congratulations, graduates. Capilano University wishes you the very best on this important occasion. Please remember that the university motto is through learning to a greater good, and you've heard some messages about that today. And that we hope all of our graduates will continue their learning in the years to come and make important contributions to the greater good of our communities, our province, our country, our planet, and our world. Stay connected to your home, your families, your culture, and now your alma mater, Capilano University. As we come to a close to today's formal proceedings, I'd like to thank the many, many faculty and staff who have walked along with you in this learning journey, and the many employees who have contributed to this special event today, and identifying and thanking our performers, Ava Stark and Justin Wan. Graduates, you will... Graduates, you will process out to the Birch Green for a class picture and then join your guests for the Alumni All Access reception with light refreshments and music from DJ Gabriel. Ooh. I now ask us all to rise and remain standing until the graduates and the stage party, led by our piper, have left the center. And we now draw this center ceremony to a close.